CBS This Morning contributor Michio Kaku is a physics professor at City College of New York. Michio, good morning.
Morning.
So just when we had gotten fluent in hearing about the snorkel and pads fix to these spacesuits, now you're calling it a bubble gum and tape fix. What's going on with these suits?
Well, in the same way that Hollywood fears wardrobe malfunction, NASA fears spacesuit malfunction. These spacesuits are over 35 years old, older than some of the astronauts themselves. And as was mentioned, one astronaut almost drowned in July when water filled up in his spacesuit. NASA's not taking any chances. They're taking tubing, sticking it in the helmet to act as a snorkel, and they're using pads behind the head to act sort of like a diaper. So imagine snorkeling with diapers in outer space.
So the spacewalk was successful on Saturday, but then they encountered this problem. How serious is this new issue, and will water continue to accumulate?
This time it seems to be yet another problem. The spacewalk had to be cut short because one of the astronauts complained that it was freezing cold inside the spacesuit. That's not supposed to happen. And so we think that there's perhaps maybe a second malfunction with the cooling system, and that's why NASA's not taking any chances. Because in outer space, death is only seconds away. And that's why they have to make extra sure that everything is right on schedule.
I mean, despite the problems, the reality, though, is they came in an hour early, and now we're hearing as opposed to 3 spacewalks, it could be 2. So is that the silver lining here?
The good news is the last space mission was a resounding success. They came in early, meaning that, as you mentioned, they may not need a third spacewalk on Christmas Day if they can simply put in the new unit in time. So we have to realize that there's no such thing as a routine spacewalk. You have to expect the unexpected. That's rule number 1 for a spacewalk.
But that said, if water accumulates again on this next spacewalk, they have to call it off immediately and find some other way to fix this.
That's right. They had to call off the last spacewalk in July as soon as it filled up. They had to cut short the last spacewalk because it got freezing cold in there. And if there's any malfunction whatsoever, they're going to have to call it off. And that could lead to yet another problem further down the line as equipment failure could start to affect the space station.
Professor, thank you very much.